Cheat enabled. Cheat codes are mainly made for debugging, but the developers often have fun naming them after references to films and other media. Welcome to Cheat Enabled for Warcraft 3, Reign of Chaos and the Frozen Throne. Lights out changes the in-game time of day to dusk. The phrase lights out is something in English people say, especially in formal institutions, when it's time to go to bed at night, so it fits pretty well. Rise and shine changes the time to dawn. This is a common phrase in English when waking someone at the start of the day. Daylight savings pauses the day-night cycle until you type the code again. Or if you input a time in military hours after the code, it changes the time of day to that specific hour. Daylight savings time is the practice of setting clocks forward during summer months so that evening daylight lasts longer.
Daylight savings wasn't established until World War I.
Synergy unlocks your entire technology tree. This makes sense since synergy is simply defined as a bunch of components working together to produce something greater than the sum of each individual part. And what better way to do that than make every one of your technologies and units available all at once?
We've got the synergy.
Sharp and shiny instantly bumps up all of your upgrades one step. For example, from iron weapons to steel weapons. So in order to be fully upgraded, you have to type it in 3 times. Speaking of, did you know if you type the equals sign in the chat, it repeats the last cheat code you typed? Now you know. Leave it to me gives you 500 lumber, or any amount of lumber you type in after the code. Leave it to me is an English expression that basically means I'll handle it, but the main joke for giving lumber is in the pun leaf. Kaiser Soze is used just like Leave It to Me, but it grants gold instead of lumber. Kaiser Soze is the name of the crime lord antagonist in the 1995 film The Usual Suspects.
Rat on your pop, and Kaiser Soze will get you.
And the name is now synonymous with those of infamous criminals. Greed is good gives you 500 gold and lumber, or a different amount if you specify one. This quote is from the 1987 film Wall Street.
Greed, for lack of a better word, is good.
Warp 10 greatly increases the speed units are created and technologies are researched, both for you and your opponents. The term Warp 10 is used in Star Trek to mean infinite velocity or faster than the speed of light.
Warp 10.
Who's Your Daddy makes your units invincible and makes them do a ton more damage with their attacks and spells, basically God mode. Who's Your Daddy is a slang expression of taunting or dominance and is found in countless television shows and films.
Who is your daddy and what does he do?
Iocane powder makes your units decay instantly when they die, which is an interesting function. I can't help but wonder what types of tests the devs use this debug code for. Iocane powder is a reference to my favorite scene in my favorite film of all time, The Princess Bride.
What you do not smell is called iocane powder. It is odorless, tasteless, dissolves instantly in liquid, and is among the more deadly poisons known to man.
I See Dead People reveals the game map and dispels the fog of war. This quote is referenced a lot on this game.
I see dead people. I see undead people.
He eats dead people.
And is obviously from The Sixth Sense.
I see dead people.
There is no spoon eliminates the need for mana usage among spellcasters. The quote references this scene from The Matrix.
There is no spoon.
Point Break disables your army's need for farms, burrows, moonwells, and ziggurats. It's likely a reference to the 1991 film Point Break, but I'm not really sure why they chose that particular reference for this cheat code. The Dude Abides instantly resets your ability cooldowns, letting you cast spells, especially ultimate ones, with increased frequency. The phrase itself is from the film The Big Lebowski.
The dude abides.
Motherland, followed by the word human, orc, undead, or night elf, and a number, instantly brings you to that numbered level in the respective race's campaign, as long as you're playing a campaign map when you type it in. If you're using this cheat in the Frozen Throne, you need to put an X after the number to make it work. A motherland is a particular people's country of origin, which may reference Warcraft 3's main campaign storyline of escaping to Kalimdor. Who is John Galt instantly researches your technologies. This is an expression repeated by the characters in the 1957 book Atlas Shrugged.
What happened at 20th Century Motor Company?
Who is John Galt?
All your base or belong to us immediately wins you the current scenario you're on, and somebody set up us the bomb causes you to instantly lose. Both of these terms are from the poor English translation of the 1989 arcade game Zero Wing.
Someone set up us the bomb.
How are you, gentlemen? All your base are belong to us.
Strength and Honor disables the defeat condition on the map you're playing, allowing you to keep playing even if you lose. Though this line is used later in World of Warcraft among the Horde,
Strength and honor.
it's mainly a reference to the film Gladiator.
Strength and honor.
Strength and honor. Strength and honor.
It Vexes Me, on the other hand, disables the victory condition, making it impossible to win. This line is also from Gladiator.
It vexes me. I'm terribly vexed.
Lastly, on the Frozen Throne only, you can type in 10th level Tauren Chieftain, which continues Blizzard's tradition of having a secret audio track on the expansion pack of a game. 10th level Tauren Chieftain, now known as Elite Tauren Chieftain,
Elite Tauren Chieftain!
or ETC, is a real band composed of members of Blizzard Entertainment. Samwise Didier is the vocalist of this song, Power of the Horde.
I am the son of the wind.